Very good evening to all of you and welcome to BYJU'S Exam Prep, the most comprehensive preparation app for all exams. So as we all know that daily at 7 p.m. we come up with the Hindu analysis, and today is Sunday and we are here with this analysis of 31st July, that is today's the Hindu analysis. So if I am audible and visible, just write in the comments, yes sir, you're audible, so that we can start our session. So the first is this was a photo on the first page. I hope you all are aware. Yes, good evening everyone, good evening. Yes, so first page there was an article on there was actually a photo on floating powerhouse. So this we will be discussing. Then there was an article here, this one, which is talking about Chinese ship set to dock in Sri Lanka. So this was also an important article which was in the news. Yes sir, you're audible. Okay, thank you. So there was one more article, but from the examination point of view, this article is not very important. But if you are interested, you can read it. But these two are, I think, important ones. So let's first discuss about this floating powerhouse. So you can see this is the image of floating powerhouse. See, what is the benefit of this? Whenever there is this is a solar panel. If you see it carefully, these are nothing but solar panel. And these solar panel help us convert solar energy into different forms of energy which can be used to generate electricity, right? So first thing. Second thing is the solar panel requires a large area. So if you are putting the solar panel on the land, it may you can say occupy a large huge amount of land unnecessarily. It might be an agricultural land, or that land can be used for construction, industry, for housing, building, etc. So it's better to build a solar panel on water body. Second thing is, when there is solar panel on water body, so evaporation will be lesser. Nowadays there is a lot of global warming issues and all, evaporation is increasing. So that can also be. So that is the very reason why solar panels are now being installed above canals or any or the top of water body. So that is the very reason for the construction of solar panel on water body. So this is the article, this is the photo of the Hindu first page, and here you can see, here it is written, PM Modi virtually inaugurated. Virtually means online mode, floating 100 megawatt solar panel on the water body of National Thermal Power Corporation, NTPC water body. So here is a National Thermal Power Corporation plant, you can see it here in the photo. And he inaugurated this in Ramagundam in Telangana on Saturday. Okay, so it was an online inauguration. Okay, where is Ramagundam? Let's see in Telangana. So here is India, and here you will find this Telangana state, and in Telangana state, here you can see this is the Telangana state, and here you can see this Ramagundam. Okay, the place where this was inaugurated. Is it clear? Yes. If it's clear, just write in the comments, yes sir, it's clear. Okay. Now, so this is, we are done with. Now let's discuss about this Chinese ship set to dock in Sri Lanka. So this was also an important article because it was coming in the news. Yes. So Yuan Wang 5. So this is the name of the ship. This is the name of the ship, which is involved in space and satellite tracking. Will reach Hambantota port on August 11. So this was an article, it is arriving for replenishment, says Colombo, days after denying reports of scheduled arrival of a Chinese research vessel and following India's clear message about carefully monitoring the development. Sri Lanka's Ministry of Defense on Saturday confirmed that vessel had sought clearance to call at southern Hambantota port in August. Okay. Days after denying. Yes. So basically, initially they said, there's no ships are coming, but yes, later on they said, yes, they are coming it for replenishment. For this, they are coming in Hambantota port. Okay. Replenishment generally means like refueling. One of the purpose is refueling, and there can be other things like, you can say refueling of food and all. You can say recharging of foods and all. That can be one of the things. So that is what Yuan Wang 5. This is the name of this ship. So where is Hambantota port? You have to understand it, and let's first discuss more things. So whenever it was being discussed, so let me first show the map. So here is China, here is India, here is Sri Lanka, and the south of Sri Lanka, here you will find this Hambantota port. Here you will find this Hambantota port. Okay, now So yes, good evening everyone. Good evening guys. Yes, Sanjana Prajapati, that is what we are going to discuss this. Whatever topic I am discussing, it is important for your examination. Whatever I am skipping is not important for your exam. So keep on watching this every day. You will get to know which article is important, which is not. Okay. Yes. So here is Hambantota port, and here the ship of China is going to come and stay. So that is what is being discussed here. And India's foreign ministry's spokesman, Mr. Arindam Bagchi, told the weekly media briefing that we are carefully monitoring this development, okay, etc. and all. So just have an idea about it. Because see, Hambantota port comes in the news again and again. And please be aware of one more thing. These were the articles which came in the news that was cash-strapped Sri Lanka duped by China and Hambantota port. So there are a lot of allegations by, you can say, the experts, foreign ministry experts, etc., that perhaps the Hambantota port, you can say, deal was one of the reason, perhaps, or you can say, for the failure of Sri Lanka. What we call, many scholars have termed this as debt trap diplomacy or something like this. It took a lot of debt from China, unable to pay back, etc. And now it is, you can say, being perhaps partially or fully controlled by China, etc. These things were coming in the news at that time. So that is why you should be aware of this. Just remember the name of the ship, and Hambantota port is very important because they can be asked in examination anytime. Just be aware of it. There is one more port. Go and read more about it. Trincomalee port. Trincomalee port in Sri Lanka. Go and read more about it and why it is important. This is a homework for you. Now, let's move on to the next one, the next important article on first page, page 1, the second half. So if you read it here, here it is, 5G services to be rolled out from October, says minister. This is important article. So basically, this article says central government will intervene if prices are high. BSNL will act as market balancer. So I hope you are aware, 2-3 days back, there was an article that government is reviving BSNL, Bharat Sanchar Nigam Limited, and it is doing merger of BSNL with BBNL, Bharat Broadband Network Limited. So it is reviving it. He is Minister of, I can say, Communication, Mr. Ashwini Vaishnav. This is his photo, you can see. And he has announced, the minister has said, 5G telecom services will be made available from October. And the industry would decide on the pricing structure, Union Communication Minister Ashwini Vaishnav said on Saturday. So he said that yes, we are expecting the rollout will start from October this year. So most likely the 5G services will come in India from October, and within a year or so, we would have a good rollout of 5G in the country. So he's saying that within 1 year, can say most likely it will spread to the good number of areas in our country. That is what he has said. In case of high pricing of 5G services, the government would intervene, and a state-owned BSNL, which would roll out 5G very rapidly, would act as a market balancer. So he said that in 5G services, BSNL would be instrumental. That is what he says. BSNL, Bharat Sanchar Nigam Limited, would be instrumental in spreading the service. And if there is the prices is very high, the government will try to intervene and regulate it, okay, so that it can be easily affordable. On an average in world, the cost of 5G telecom services is 2,400 per month. So if you talk about the entire world's average is 2,400 per month, he says. But he is saying that we are trying our best that it should be somewhere around 200 per month. So data cost is lowest, means internet services are one of the lowest in India. That is what he says. And yes, we have discussed about it that close to 1.49 lakh crore has been committed by the industry for buying spectrum. This shows that how the sector is maturing in a very nice way. This is what is being discussed. So primarily, you should have idea that 5G services is going to be launched very soon. Yes. Okay. Let's discuss another article from page number 7. So, is guys everything clear? If everything is crystal clear, please press the like button. I will be asking some questions also. So please press the like button, share this video, subscribe to our channel also. And yes, these are the important articles which we are discussing for your examination. Yes, decisive war against drugs, says Home Minister Amit Shah. So he has said, so let's discuss the important aspects. Is talking about that the drugs menace between 2014 and 21, drugs estimated around 20,000 crore has been seized in the country. Okay, so he's saying that in the last 7-8 years, almost 20,000 crores of drugs has been seized. Because of course, yes, drugs is a very dangerous thing. It can cause, you can say, destroy the youth and all, of course. So that is what the target is, to ensure drug-free India. That is what the target is. We have adopted a zero tolerance policy towards drugs-free India. Now, some of the initiatives, like you can remember this here also, like some of the initiatives are mentioned, like NCOD and Nidan are some of the initiatives, or you can say Nidan is a portal for, I can say, fighting drugs, etc. and all, of drugs issues and all. Okay, and just be aware of this. Okay. Now, yes, Sanjana, the Hindu you can read. We discuss the Hindu newspaper every day, so that is why you can read the Hindu newspaper. That will be good for you. The first question in front of you is, please read the question carefully and answer it. Which of the following agency I should say, is primary job is to eliminate drugs in the country? Your options is ED, NCB, CBI, or FIU. What is the right answer to this question? For the last 2 or 3 years, this agency was very much in the news related to drugs related crime, and also to reduce or eliminate drugs trafficking or drugs taking in India. Which of the following agency is there? Good, very good. Hari Om, Shreya, Stuti, Priti, Debadita, Ashi, Sakshi, Aradhya. Since this has been in the news in the last 1 or 2 years again and again, so that is why it becomes very, very important. It's called as Narcotics Control Bureau. And please write in the live chat in under which ministry it comes. Under which ministry this Narcotics Control Bureau comes. So basically you can see it here. It was established in 1986 under Narcotics, Drugs and NDPS Act, right? Narcotics, Drugs and Psychotropic Substance Act. Of course, it is a statutory body. Under ND, of course, formed under NDPS. It is a result. It comes under Ministry of Home Affairs. And because, yes, of course, apply the logic, we are discussing Home Minister. So of course, Home Minister is discussing about drugs. So most likely, of course, you can say Home Ministry will be responsible for controlling this, you can say, drugs. And that is why Amit Shah, the Home Minister, says that we have to fight against drugs. Okay. Yes, Home Ministry, very good. Debadita, Sakshi, Suruchi, Aradhya, you all are right. Okay, so that is what he says. Okay, before moving on, we have started at 29 July. We are starting a new batch for paid classes, 200 plus live session, 330 plus recorded video, 45 plus mocks, 9,000 plus practice question. CLAT Ignite monthly GK magazines are there. So you can join our batches. You can call on the 96500-52904 number and all. Yes. Okay, the next is page number 7. No, Sunita, no need to cut the newspaper article. It's very difficult, of course. Whenever I am teaching, take the copy and pen. Okay, whatever I am telling, whatever I have highlighted, just make notes out of that. A small line. Do not make the entire one line. Okay, just a small words. That's more than enough. Okay, no need to cut the newspaper, because otherwise, after before the examination, you will have this much of newspaper, and that is not possible. Okay, just write small lines, top point wise. Okay, the next is MEA. MEA means Ministry of External Affairs. Ministry of External Affairs, or what we call it as Foreign Affairs. Ministry of External Affairs means Foreign Ministry. Silent on Ukraine, blacklisting 3 Indians. Yes, this was an article. So if you see this here, I have zoomed it for you, that Ukraine President Vladimir Zelensky. So this was the CLAT exam question. Who is the president of Ukraine? They have asked the exact spelling. So you should be knowing Vladimir Zelensky. So Vladimir Zelensky, National Security and Defense Council, has named the chairperson of National Security Advisory Board, Mr. P.S. Raghavan, on a list of people allegedly promoting Russian propaganda. So basically, actually, there are 3 people according to this Zelensky's National Security and Defense Council. 3 people they have named: Mr. Raghavan, Sam Pitroda, and a very senior journalist from India, Saeed Naqvi. So these 3 people actually, let me zoom it, Mr. Raghavan, Sam Pitroda, and Saeed Naqvi. These 3 people have been listed by Vladimir Zelensky's National Security and Development Council, that these 3 people are promoting Russian propaganda according to them. But yes, You can say people have condemned it, but yes, foreign ministry have not openly condemned it. This is what the article of Suhasini Yadav says in the Hindu. Okay, just have an idea, no need to go much in detail. There's nothing to go much in detail and read. And P.S. Raghavan is also the former ambassador to Russia. You can see his photo also here, and that is why it becomes more important. Okay, yes, let's move on to the next one. There was an article on page number 8, and here it is, important article. Speed up a release of under trials, says PM. So let me zoom it. Yes, here it is. I hope you are aware that very recently, in fact, the Chief Justice of India has also highlighted that we have somewhere around 76 to 80%. So 76% you can say of under trials in India. It means if there are 100 people in jail, then 76 people are under trials. They have not been even proven guilty in the court. So perhaps they have not got bail and all. So that is what PM Modi has also said, that ease of justice is also important for ease of doing business and ease of living. Yes, of course, justice should be done fast. Sir, meaning of blacklist? Blacklist means hota hai ki there's a list in which you keep the names and you say that these are the people who are, you can say, causing harm to their country. So that is called as blacklisting someone, hai na? Yes, boycott or something else like this. Yes, so Chief Justice of India has recently also talked about it. There are 76% under trial and all. And that is why PM Modi also repeated the same thing, that yes, ease of justice is important as ease of doing business and ease of living. Yes, means it is said na ki justice delayed is justice denied. So if the case is going for 10 years and the person is in jail, just he has not got the bail. So that becomes very painful and all. Yes. So that is why CGI Ramana had said only a small percentage of population can afford to approach the court. Yes, this is the important thing. A lot of people, they do not get bail because they do not have money to hire a lawyer. Yes, we have something like NALSA, National Legal Service Authority, etc. But still, it's not 100% successful, of course. So that is what it says, that it's a very famous quote that rich gets bail, poor rottens in jail, something like this. These are the very famous quotes. So that is why these are being discussed. Okay. Now, I think it's very crystal clear, hopefully. Now, let's discuss about another one, that's new e-waste rule threatens jobs, collection network, etc. Okay. Let's discuss in short because it is a very detailed topic. So let me discuss about it. When we talk about e-waste, electronic waste, this is becoming seriously a menace in the entire world, I would say. Electronic waste means, like, for example, let's say, for example, you use the mobile phone. Now your mobile phone, you use the mobile phone for 3, 4, 5 years, 6 years, and now it is of no use. So what people generally do is they throw it, or the laptop has become old, so they throw it. So you can say that digital devices, if they becomes old, it poses challenge for environment because they contain a lot of transistor, etc. And it can cause damage to the environment. Can cause, if it is thrown into the, you can say, if the entire e-waste is thrown into the river or it goes into any ecosystem, let's say soil, etc. It can cause damage everywhere. Yes. What is CGI? Chief Justice of India is called as CGI. Yes. Yes. So that is what e-waste is all about. Yes. Okay. So there is a law, there is a rule that has been come up, and that's called as e-waste management rules 2016, which introduces a concept of EPR, extended producer responsibility. It is a very famous thing. What do you mean by EPR? Can anyone tell me? Okay, I will explain in short. Extended producer responsibility means, let's say, for example, there is a company called XYZ. So if XYZ has manufactured a mobile and it has sold to you, let's say you are the person who used this, and after using it for 5 years, you will throw it. But ideally speaking, you should submit it to the XYZ company, and the same XYZ company should recycle it and all. That is the very idea of EPR, extended producer responsibility. So if you are throwing your mobile phone because it has become useless, then you have to give it to the same mobile company that, okay, take it. I'll not be throwing it. You should take it. There should be a shop or there should be a repair workshop where you go and give them to them and they will repair it for the further use. That is what the idea of extended producer responsibility, compelling makers of electronic goods to ensure a proportion of goods they sold every year was recycled and all. So they take it from you, they recycle the phones and then again sell this and all. You are responsible for waste generated by your users. Right, Ashish Sharma, right, very good, absolutely correct. So basically whenever there is a concept of e-waste come, so earlier क्या होता था, before this e-waste concept, generally these scrap dealers used to buy it and they used to sell it. So these were generally informal workers. Now when company will be taking such thing, these informal workers will lose jobs. That is what is being discussed. Yes, you can say similar to battery swapping policy. Yes, Ashish Sharma, you can say very near to it, but battery swapping is you give the old battery, you get the new battery. But in EPR, your mobile phone, you just go and submit it. Maybe they may give you some amount of money, little bit amount of money, but just you submit it. Yes, there are some provision like in Amazon and Flipkart nowadays that you can exchange it. That yes, you have a mobile phone old, but in that case, your mobile phone should be working. Then only they exchange it, like in Amazon or Flipkart, etc. But the idea of EPR is to ensure that when your mobile has become absolutely useless, you cannot even use it, the touch screen has broken, it's not working at all, then also the company should take it back. It may not give you something or maybe give you ₹0, but yes, they should take it back. You should not throw it in the dustbin or in any, you can say, kuda, etc. Your job is to ensure that it should reach back to the mobile company so that it can be reusing it. That is the very idea. Yes, Sanjana Prabhati, I come from Sunday to Thursday mostly. Yes, So there are some changes that is being brought. Okay, most likely I think from Thursday onwards we'll be having in the morning. So I will inform you by the YT YouTube shorts whenever we'll be coming for this. Okay, yes. That is what is being discussed. Go and read it. Then there is an article about states fail to give ministry details of elephant reserve. Then activists pressure for new trafficking bill. Then industry status for tourism to benefit several sectors. These three articles were in the news. So let's discuss first this one. States fail to give ministry details of elephant reserves. So basically, this is what the article is, that different states are could not give all the you can say numbers, that how many reserves etc. are there. That is what it was in the article. Some of the things you should be knowing about elephant, that is more than enough. The first is MIKE concept. So monitoring for illegal killing of elephants. So there is an initiative called MIKE initiative for controlling illegal killing or poaching of elephants. Second thing is, there is a question in front of you. Read the question carefully and then answer it. Which state has highest elephant population? Your options are Kerala, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra. What is the right answer to this question? Everyone, please press the like button, guys. Everyone. We are seeing 25 likes, 39 is watching. Everyone, please press the like button. Which state has highest elephant population? Yes, some people are writing D, some people, yes, Debadrita Acharji is right. Good. So the right answer to this question is B. Karnataka is the right answer to this question. So the state with the highest number of elephant population is Karnataka. So it's a B. It's not Kerala, it's Karnataka. Okay. Shreya Yadav is also right. B is the right answer to this question. Okay. Yes. Let's move on to the next one. The next question is question number 3. Yes, 2 ka B was the right answer. Suruchi Sharma was also right. Ashish Sharma was also right. Right. The next is question number 3. Question number 3 says World Day Against Trafficking in Person is on which date? 30th July, 31st July, 2nd August, 1st August. I'm waiting for your answers. World Day Against Trafficking is on which date? So the right answer to this question is what? Yes. Good. The right answer is people are writing B. Okay, thinking that today is it, right? No, but actually it is on 30th July. So A is the right answer to this question. So Hari Om Awadh is right and Ashish Sharma is right. Gargi, Shreya Yadav, Hari Om Awadh, you all are right. So it's not today. Some people will be applying the logic that today is 31st July and all, but it's 30th July is the right answer. Activists press for new anti-trafficking bill. This was an article and here it was being mentioned. So July 30 is observed as World Day Against Trafficking in Person. You can see. And the activists have demanded that Tracking in Person Protection, Care and Rehabilitation Bill 2022 is listed for introduction, passing of passing in the list of business for monsoon session of the parliament. So they are talking about this. Okay, so just be aware of it. 30th July, here it is written, and this is the name of the bill. Okay, so it's A, not B, C. It's not, 31st July, it's yesterday, 30th July. Yes, Asmita Singh, you all are right. Preeti Gupta, just be A answer, you all are right. The next topic is industry status for tourism to benefit several sectors. So over 700 applicants for issuance of entitlement certificates have been received in Rajasthan so far. So basically there was an article that in Rajasthan, if you give industry status to tourism, it promotes tourism. Following the industry status, you can see Rajasthan has become more subsectors of tourism are likely to get benefit. Why? Because the power tariff and other taxes levied on tourism operators have become on par with those charged for other industries. On par means equal. So whatever the power tariff, electricity tariff, taxes are being levied, these are on par, means equal with the industries. So this promotes tourism. That is what this article talks about. And they have given the example of Rajasthan here. So just go and read more about it in detail if you are interested. Yes. Against the earlier requirement of payment at much higher prices. So this is what it says, that earlier they used to tourism industry had to pay more power tariffs and other taxes and all. Now once the tourism industry has become equivalent to industry, tourism has become equivalent to other industries, or it has been given industry status, you can say they have to pay less taxes, and it is promoting, boosting taxes and all, tourism and all. Okay, that is what it says. Yes. The next is, I hope you are aware of this, China is holding military drills near Taiwan. This was very much in the news. Okay, let me tell you. Here is India, this is China, and here is Taiwan, right? So I hope you are aware that Nancy Pelosi, there is a proposal of Nancy Pelosi coming in Taiwan, right? And Nancy Pelosi is the Speaker of United States House of Representatives. House of Representatives is the lower house of the US Congress, okay, or the Parliament of USA, you can say. They use the word US Congress instead of Parliament, okay. So it's like in India, we have like Speaker of Lok Sabha, very similar to it. There is a Speaker of US House of Representatives called Nancy Pelosi. So she is going to come in Taiwan, and that is why China is angry, and China is doing military drill and all. So that is why it was very much in the news. Now let's discuss this one. Russia suspends gas supply to Latvia. This was also very much in the news. I hope you are aware of gas supply and all. I hope you should be aware that Russia has a huge amount of gas, and it provides gases to European countries and all. So Gazprom is a Russian actually gas company which has decided to stop. And they have said that because of some violation of the agreement or violation of the condition, they have decided to stop the supply to Latvia. So where is Latvia? Let's see. Here is India. This is Russia. Means this one is Russia. This huge is Russia. Na? And here you will find this Latvia. Okay, yes. Here is Latvia. This is Russia. Okay. So they might be providing the gases and all. So they have decided to cut off the gas pipeline in Latvia. Okay. Then another article was about protesters occupy Iraq parliament. Okay, can anyone tell me in the live chat what is the capital of Iraq? Please answer it. I am waiting for the answers. Protesters occupy Iraq parliament. This was in the news because many protesters opposed Mohammed Shia al-Sudani's candidacy for PM. So he might be one of the candidates for the election, but many protesters opposed it actually. So that is why it was very much in the news. So here you can see, here is India, here is Iraq. So what is the capital of Iraq? I am waiting for your answers. Yes, Ashish Sharma has answered it. Here somewhere here you will find this city called as Baghdad. Baghdad is a very old city. Yes, Ashish Sharma, Hariom, Debadrita, Gargi, Simrela, Anadi, Shreya, Sakshi, Shubham, you all are right. The capital city of Iraq is Baghdad. So in there, the parliament, the people protested. Why? Because Mohammed al-Sudani, a pro-Iran bloc, picked for prime minister. People oppose this Mohammed al-Sudani's prime minister's candidate and all. So Shah al-Sudani is his name. So that is why it was in the news. So just have an idea, no need to go much in detail to the PhD in Iraq and all politics. Just have an idea that yes, the capital city of Iraq is Baghdad, the protest is happening. It was in the news, that's it. So then yes, we are having a news of 2 monkeypox cases in India, not linked to Europe. There was an article in Science and Technology. I hope you must have seen it. So this is actually the symptom of monkeypox. So like these are the poxes that you can say small poxes come out in the skin. So that is what this was an article mentioned in the Hindu. So a small cluster named A2 is predominant seen in US, Canada and all. So one of the cluster is called as A2. These things you should be aware of it. Then it spreads in Europe, having a B1 lineage. Then of course it was detected in Kerala and 3 CA cases belonging to the A2 cluster. Monkeypox virus belonging to A2 cluster virus has been silently spreading, etc. So this was actually, they have given the timeline and all, right? So go and read it. Go and find out. Yes, they're talking about outside Africa because originally it started from Africa and all. So that is why it was being mentioned. Go and find out more about monkeypox. I hope I have told you earlier also to read more about monkeypox in detail. Okay. Now let's talk about another article in business, and more than 4.52 crore ITR files till Friday as deadline looms. ITR means income tax return. So every salaried class person has to file an income tax return. So today is actually the last day. 31st July is the last day for income tax filing income tax. Okay. So in fact, I got to see that yes, today also thousands and lakhs of people filed ITR and all. Okay. So that is what it says. So basically, this is also one of the example of e-governance and all, right? That online filing of income tax, online everything is happening online, e-courts, e-policing, etc. and all. So that is why just have an idea about this also. So these are our successful candidates. You can see it here. And yes, we are having an MHCT law, a detailed examination analysis. So once the examination of MHCT is over, we'll be having session, expected cutoff, difficulty level, good attempts, etc. With Abhimanyu Sir and Krishnendu Datta. Okay. So please press the like button, guys, comment, share and subscribe to our channel, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.